Good evening and welcome to the Redz TV. Your host Craig Olly tonight. As you can see, I'm trying to make Ronaldo proud. Just want to show him that I'm not drinking a beer tonight. I'll be drinking water. So welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be here. My buddy Dale decided that he's too busy tonight, but I'll be here with you guys. We have an action-packed show tonight with our 4 guests and a special guest from another channel. So I'm so happy to have him here. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Gotta love that intro, huh? Hey, Luti, how you, my man?
Evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Yourself?
Wonderful.
How's your week been? How's your week been?
I'm very busy, sir. I'm very busy.
Are you watching?
And
Are you watching United's game tonight?
it's end of the year, so a person needs to. There's a lot of things we're doing. No, I'm very busy tomorrow morning. I can't watch the game. I need to wake up very early.
Okay. So you're gonna skip the B team tonight and just wake up tomorrow. Hopefully you have a good result.
We will have a good result. So I'll just watch the highlights.
Okay. Awesome. My man, Bram, how you doing, sir? Where's Bram? Bram in tonight.
Prime is in tonight. He's coming, man. Move on. He said he
Bram,
to run away quickly.
I don't give on Bram tonight. Let's go straight to Mr. D, our special guest. Yes, it's always good to see this guy. How's it?
I'm well. All I gotta say is Olly's at the wheel. He saw me and he got scared. Just like his team was gonna get scared.
We're playing each other this weekend,
Yeah. No, I'm smashing
I'm telling you.
The London derby.
Bram is the only one that believes that Arsenal is going to win this week. That Tottenham's going to win this weekend.
Well,
look, in terms of form, yes, I understand what you're saying. Arsenal's form, but it's a derby. People wake up.
Form goes out the window. But
Yeah,
thanks for having me on, guys. Looking forward to this.
Fantastic, Demon. You're always good to have you. You know what? No? You're actually the person I know with the loudest voice ever. Like, I can play a voice note in the road and I'll hear it in the toilet. I don't know if you just have a loud voice or what.
My turn frame, I gotta make up for it in some other areas,
Of course. Oh, there we go. Bram.
Hello, Bram.
Are you so scared of Arsenal? What's going on, Bram?
This man came very confident.
I needed to make a late entry like I'm going to do on Sunday. I'm just beat you with a late. Listen,
Huh?
Dev. We were not wounded. I never expected to beat Chelsea. What we produced in the first half is good enough to beat you on Sunday.
True.
The football we produced in the first half is good enough to beat you.
Yeah,
We'll get to that.
What went wrong in the second half, man? That's the whole problem.
Beaten by
their water broke as always. Tottenham's water always breaks. Don't be surprised. Their water breaks always.
Guys,
we'll keep it for later in the show.
Yeah, exactly. Before we start, I just want to give a big shout out to all our viewers. They've been amazing. I must say, the numbers have been climbing. We have to start small, but I'm so proud of them. Just want to give them a round of applause, all the viewers. So we're gonna have a fantastic show again tonight. And then you know what? Let's just get straight into it, boys. What do you guys think? Which game for you stood out? I mean, if I'm thinking about it now, I mean, my Friday was already booked. I did not expect, Leeds and Newcastle, to give us that. And I think that could have been the best 45 minutes I've seen in football this season. What do you say about that, Bram?
It was entertaining to watch. Leeds, these type of teams, the Newcastles, the Brentfords, those kind of teams, Leeds will always entertain you. They will give you value for money to watch. But it was a very good game. It could have gone either way. And
Yeah,
Newcastle, if we've seen the Newcastle this season compared to last season, they've actually tried to play football. They've tried. Against United, I think there were spells where they produced some decent football, and I just think that Friday night was a great start to the weekend for football lovers.
yeah, of course. So when I say there, Gus, this is for you. This is for you. I'm a Springbok supporter, but the Springboks is not winning this weekend.
They're not. Look, miracles
Yeah,
do
no,
happen.
yes, sir. I think your take on I want to go straight actually to DVD on this surprising result. I call it an upset.
Let's be honest now. The performance, like Bram alluded, let's be honest, let's be real now, all banter aside. The most important thing was for us to pick up points. I mean, like I said a couple of weeks ago on the show, I want 9 points from the next 3 games. I've got 6 already. What we need to do now is marry that results that we've got with performances. Because, like Bram said, if we play anything like we did against them, and as sloppy as we are, I mean, our creativity, we're not creative. Our creativity, we can't even create a new document on Microsoft Word, let alone create a transfer Aubameyang. And then also, we are as blunt as ever going forward. So we need to be as clinical as ever coming up against Spurs. So, but look, at the end of the day, I saw grit. I saw fight. I'm happy with Gabriel. I'm happy with Ramsdale. I'm happy with Tomiyasu as well. So I think that's the positives that I can take out of it. For now, I got to keep on the positives and look forward to Sunday.
Yeah, look for me, I think if I look at the Arsenal game, it was for me pure character. I think me and you spoke about it, D. And I mean, you said you want your 9 points. I fully agree that you will get your 9 points. I think this weekend that Arsenal against Tottenham, I think that will be almost your full-on turnaround to your 9 points and a step ahead, because I think Arsenal right now, they've got all the players back. Arteta can do exactly what you want to do. So that's good. I think you guys are in a good space. And Bram, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't think that you guys will be able to pull it off.
Just before Bram goes, you did say that we've got our full all our players back. Let me get this. Let me put this straight out for you. There's a certain midfielder that works on my tits that's back as well, and Bernd Leno is available. So if Dyer Pep plays Granit Xhaka and Bernd Leno, hey, Game of Thrones head must roll, brother. That's all I'm saying. There's only one person that messed it up for us, and that's Arteta is with his squad selection.
Is Zaga now eventually back? Was he suspended after 3 games?
Remember it's Carling Cup tonight, so
you're gonna straight
last game that he's serving his suspension, so he's available for Spurs. So yeah,
okay, that makes sense. Luti.
Can I say this to you, bro? Wait, just before you say, don't count Tottenham out, right? Because remember now they've lost also 2 games. There's 2 games or 3 games. 2 games. 2 games.
2.
So do you honestly think they're gonna just roll over?
No, they're not. That's a derby.
It's gonna be a proper fight.
Form was out of the window.
Yeah, and
are they playing at Arsenal? Or are they playing at Arsenal, right? They're playing away. They're playing.
We've only won there twice in like 8 years or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Sure.
Stats. That's the problem.
Luti, I think we're probably gonna spend 5-10 minutes on this result. It was just utter madness. I wasn't even happy after the game. I'm
not gonna lie.
You never are happy with your.
You can never say you're not happy for 3 points, right? We must appreciate the 3 points, right? Let's take that.
Yeah, look, I appreciate the 3 points, and I appreciate the 5 minutes of that 90 that there was some momentum and playing well. It was it. It was 5 minutes, but Luti, take me through the whole game. Take me through their first goal, take me through us coming back, and then just take me through the structure. What do you think? The changes? What Ollie did with the changes? Because obviously for him right now, bringing Matic and bringing Jesse Lingard on, he knew as a coach, he knew that Matic will pass the ball to Lingard. So Luthi, take me through this whole 90 minutes.
Look, Ollie,
What do you think of it?
I'm not. For me, look, they didn't play that well. West Ham, firstly, for me, they weren't that great, right? We were dominating the game, but I still feel this tactic of ours playing Pogba and Bruno, right? And playing two defensive midfielders, and then we put all the pressure on Shaw to work non-stop on that left. Teams are gonna read that, and you saw teams always attack on Shaw's side because Shaw's working overboard. It's like he's working a lot. You know what I'm saying? For me, look, the game was, guys, the game. Yes. The tactics will always come to play, guys. At the end of the day, for me, I felt that we can't play every game like that. We bought players for a reason. Why are we not trying to change up our formation? I mean, come on. Why do you need to play Scott and Fred again all the time when you know you need 2 points? So
look, it's unfortunately, we need to bring Ollie into our group chats. So for him to understand what he needs to do.
That's why you guys mentioned points.
Yeah.
That's fine. You guys.
But
how many games have United won away from home in the last 12 months? I think it's now 31 out of 32. Right?
Yeah.
So listen. Why? I said to Craig the other day, he's a spoiled United fan. You can't compare United at their best a few years ago to today. Things change in football.
Yeah,
things change. The coach changes. But listen, you're competing with the league title, right? And that will always be United's DNA. It's expected for them to. Has the style or the tactic? It's not fan friendly. Fans are not liking it. But listen, the results are on the board. That is what he's brought there for. The results are there. So you can either be stuck with what we had at Spurs. We're still clinging on to a coach that never brought a trophy, but he gave us ultimate enjoyment. Right? Ultimate enjoyment.
Unprofessional, sorry.
We're coming to you still. So, this is my thing, right? With United, they know how to win ugly. And that's the hallmark of a good side. And there was a time during the game, I was looking for Dell because he was just off the radar and he was stressing, and I said to him,
He does that.
Swung. I think it was around about the 73rd or 74th minute. West Ham was like pushing forward. United broke and created a half chance, and I said to him, "Yeah, United wins the game," and he said, "No, West Ham's going to win." I said, the pendulum has just swung because football has its moments. In a 90-minute game of football, I've said it before, both teams will have a 20-minute spell where they're on top, right? It's how, and it doesn't have to be 20 consecutive minutes. It could be split over 10-minute spells, 5-minute spells. It's who is more clinical. And I think when it mattered, United were more penetrative than what West Ham was. West Ham had the upper hand, but the clear-cut goal, you always saw United was going to score. And United know how to win at the death. So it's. I think United fans need to relax. No one has really beaten you. We are relaxed.
We are relaxed. We are relaxed.
You're not going to beat Chelsea because you don't have the same coach. You're not going to play Pep-style football. It's different. Enjoy the fact that yes, he has his shortcomings as a coach. But listen, Dave and I, we would swap places with you any day right now to be where you guys are.
Actually, I think Devon actually prefer having Arteta. Devon prefer having Arteta.
No, listen. Can I just say something? I don't mind the coach. I always say that he's getting the results, yes. But why do you always stick to the same tactics? Guys, it honestly catches up with us. And it catches up with us when we play the big boys. And then we flop. It caught up with us in the final of the Europa. Because they read us, they knew what we're gonna play, the way we're gonna play, and you have to surprise teams. I know we wanting the style of football we're not gonna get. I have accepted that, but I'm just saying you can't
I
play
haven't.
every. No, you must accept it. I'm happy with the points. I've been honest. I'm happy with the points.
Lute,
But you,
only one of the big boys finished above you last season. The other two big boys finished below you.
yeah, listen.
Enjoy
At the end
it.
of the day, you want to beat these
Enjoy
motherfuckers.
it.
You don't want these people. I
Look
hate
here.
losing against. Let me tell you something. I hate losing against Liverpool and Arsenal. Nothing against you, bruh, but I just hate losing against
Fine.
Liverpool and
I hate
Arsenal.
losing against you as well. Don't worry.
Luti, the thing is, man, the thing is, Bramo, he easily says, enjoy it, because he's a
He's
Spurs
way.
supporter.
He's way.
It's
Oh
not the
yeah,
same. It's
no.
He's
not the
got
same
nothing but
thing,
vibes in
Bramo.
the stadium there, man. That's all they
We
got. They
can't
just
just,
got vibes in the stadium.
we can't just enjoy it. For us, look, like I said, there was a period in the game where we were knocking the ball, and I was like, "Shoo!" I'm even getting goosebumps right now because I'm thinking myself, that is how we train. That is how we train. That is how a lot of the teams train. Why can't we keep the position, knock the ball around? Because we have bowlers. We have bowlers.
Yes.
We can play a beautiful brand of football. Yes, I love the 3 point. Yes, it's scrappy and it's away and stuff like that. And I think United will obviously play most their away games the way they played it at West Ham and play their home games, more dominant and stuff like that. But for me, it's like, we're just putting fear in people in other teams' faces by just having the team sheet on the field, and that's not enough for me. Individual brilliance, guys. I have something against individual brilliance. That's just something for me. Where especially it's not a Newcastle where they have Saint Maximum who is individual. He carries that team. We've got 11 players that can carry a team together. Why aren't we doing it together? That is the yes. I'm spoiled, and yes, I love the 3 points, but it's a simple thing for me. We don't get the basics right. We miss passes the whole time. Like it's like we never train. We just come to the field and play. We get 3 points and we go home. That's nice. It's nice, but it's just that's how I feel. People think I'm frustrated about certain things, but that is how I feel about the football because I know we can play that football. I know we can play a City, a Liverpool brand together. I know we can mix it up. I know we can, but we're not. Anyway, let's move on to
yeah.
let's move on.
Before we move on, I have a question for Bram. Bram, you say that United must enjoy the victory and that type of thing. A club whose history has been built on trophy, something which you don't really know about. I don't know when last experience. That's a discussion for another day.
Do you still
But now,
remember the
Bram,
Champions League anthem? Do you still remember the Champions League anthem?
well, I don't remember anyone getting a participation certificate, eh? I remember winners.
Both of us got the same thing, didn't we? But they
Don't
participated
worry.
in the
Let's
final.
come on. Let's go on point. Calma. Let's go on point. You say United won't win the title. Well, that squad that they've got, why do you say so? What's
So
the
you
reason
repeat that
why
again?
United won't win the title?
Say again?
You say United won't win the title with that, even though they've got the squad to do it. What is the reason, in your opinion, why
No,
you think?
I never said they won't win the title. I backed United to win the league.
Okay, I'm telling you that they won't win the title, and the reason that they're not going to win the title is because their manager is not on the level of Klopp, Tuchel, and Pep. Because with that squad, a better manager, a more experienced manager, a Conte, a Zidane can get way better out of that squad. I promise you. Ole is a scrub.
Okay, can I answer that? Can I answer this?
Can I just say something before you go? Can I just say something?
Yeah.
You mentioned Zidane. Zidane has only coached Real Madrid.
Mm,
He's only coached Madrid when he had a informed Gareth Bale.
Team.
Top of the
It doesn't matter. You manage your ego.
Listen, top of his game, Cristiano Ronaldo. He had a younger Luka Modric, right? So remember the team that he had. When he came in his second spell, he just about achieved with that team. They were starting to age, right? You can't put him in a category of the Klopps, the Peps. You can't. Yes, he won it because we've seen with Pep Guardiola when he was without Lionel Messi, the Champions League evades him all the time. Right? He went to Germany. He's expected. I mean, if you can't win the league with Bayern Munich, then Carlo Ancelotti won it there. He won it. Everybody else that takes over from the next manager, they just keep winning the league in Germany. It's really something to write home about. Then he came to England. We respect him. He's won the league again. But if you're talking in terms of putting Zidane in his Same conversation. Hold
No.
up. Let's hold up with what Zidane. Conte, how many Champions League has he lifted?
Doesn't matter. Like I'm just
No,
saying,
So
he
you
can get much
can't.
better out.
You can't. So then, are you saying Zidane won the Champions League? He is a better coach than Conte.
I'm not saying about
I
who's
feel
better. I'm saying,
So
don't you think that Conte or
before
Zidane can get better out of that
throw
team?
superlatives at
I will
coaches,
go with Conte.
let's first look at what they've achieved, where they've achieved it, and how they achieved it. Let's first
No,
look
it
at that.
doesn't matter.
Wait.
Look, I still say, you judge Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the end of the season because he had
Season,
Cristiano
yes.
Ronaldo for the full season,
Mm.
right? He lost a final on penalties last year.
And how many
with
semi-finals
United.
has he lost in the time it has been there after spending how much money in 3 years?
Let's
It's not just
judge him
one.
by the,
It's not just one final.
Judge him by the time United fires him, and then we look back and say, do you know what? He is a failure. But until that,
He's not going to win anything. I can promise you, he's not going
Wait,
to win anything.
wait. Dave, relax. Dave,
you know what? This
Dave,
coming from the guy that smelled. He has tasted bottom of the league in the Premier League. Relax, Dave. Relax.
yeah, relax. I think this is his chance. This is honestly his chance. He has a solid squad. He has one of the top strikers. No, I'm sorry. This is his chance. So excuses are if he can't win anything this season, I'm with Ladvai. Let's move on.
Banter side, Dave. I did say a few episodes ago that I do believe that while Sir Alex Ferguson is alive, he will be kept in that job, until the day Ferguson closes his eyes. Because I do think that there are people in the hierarchy at United that would love to replace him. But I do think that while Alex Ferguson's alive, he will be in that job come next season, even if he doesn't deliver a trophy, but United finish second, he'll still be in that seat.
Lord.
Look, the thing is,
Listen, you can laugh about
Fair
it,
enough,
but
my brother. Fair enough.
I believe he'll still be in that seat.
before we move on, for me, it's like, besides all the credit, it's like I'm backing him. I say this is his last year. I'm backing actually all the players, including Anthony Martial. But yeah, I'm backing everyone. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop until they play the football I want. It's just this is how I feel. So I'm not gonna stop. I refuse to stop. So let's see what happens. Let's move on. Let's go. Let's go straight to DV. Talk to me about this.
Damn, I thought I wanted the Spurs one actually, man. But save it for Bram, man.
I'm kidding, Bram.
Look, Crystal Palace had the chances in the beginning. But of course, Liverpool, no matter what people say about them, they continue to roll on.
Especially at home.
Especially at home. Of course, Crystal Palace had the chances to equalize as well. I think there was brilliant goalkeeping from both sides as well. But of course, Salah, come on, Mr. Consistency. I think he is so, how can I say, disrespected, underappreciated. He doesn't get. He's been doing it consistently as well. And of course, Naby Keita, bomber of a goal. But Liverpool, what can you say? That's Liverpool in a nutshell, man.
I think also if you look at the like, remember at the beginning of the show, I used to say like Liverpool's the underdogs this season. And I'm eating my words up, I'm actually eating my words up because I think they've got the most clean sheets, and they're really consistent. They're just grinding out the results. They're playing like I watched them last night as well, even though it was the B team. They're playing it, and Klopp actually finally has tweaked the team a bit. He's done something different, and I can see it right now. But I think if they front three, if Mane and Salah and Jota, whoever's up front, if they can start building a partnership like we had with Neymar and Suarez and Messi, where I'm not gonna go for the shot because Salah's in a better position. Let's pass the ball to small things like that. And for me, it's weird because Klopp is a German manager, and the Germans used to do that. They're still doing it. They pass the ball in around the box, but that three up front. My God, they are so greedy.
They are greedy.
So that's the problem. I think that's the main problem.
Yeah,
I know they're scoring, but they can.
They are greedy.
Sorry
They can score much
to
more,
interrupt you. It's like Rona said, they're moving under the radar. Like no one is talking about them, and I don't think they have it any other way to just quietly go about their business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct. 100%.
Yeah.
Look, Bram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening, Bram. I'm listening.
Look, we've always said, we've spoken about it, that in Europe they are not a novice team in Europe. You know, they
Yeah.
got 6 Champions League trophies for a reason. So what they produce against AC Milan is in their DNA. You'd expect that from them. Nothing less from them. But I think in the league, you know, we highlighted before, it's that top 4 fixtures: City, Chelsea, United, Liverpool against each other. That is where you're going to see the if Liverpool has what it takes. They played Chelsea. There was a draw. Chelsea have Man City this Saturday, if I'm correct. That's the first game
Yeah.
coming up this weekend. You know,
Yeah.
so Liverpool for me, and in fact, all the top 4 will be judged on their performance against each other. Um, the rest of the games that they play it's to it pushes them up the table into the top 4 position, and it's about who's going to come out on top in those battles between the top 4. I said it
Yeah.
before: 18 points. There's 18 points up for grabs. Chelsea have dropped a point. Liverpool have dropped points because they played each other. It's when the United City, United Liverpool, United Chelsea, when those games come around. Chelsea and Liverpool for me on the back foot. If you look at it, they've dropped points. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
United pick up
100%.
City, City they've lost the game, but you can't rule them out there. I think they've also tweaked how they play. People expecting him to come out on the front foot and knock the ball around.
Yeah,
I saw
you're
some of
right.
it
You're
last
right.
night.
You're
I
right.
saw some of it last night, and they're winning
Yeah, it is.
ugly. They are winning
It is.
ugly. They're 1-0 wins. They literally just keep the ball and just don't let the opposition get a chance on the ball, but they don't. They just get the goal and that's it. Close up shop. So we're in for an interesting race up until Christmas, and then from there it will be about who holds their nerve.
Look, for me, Pep is gonna. I can say this: City's gonna struggle. I think City's gonna struggle, guys. I have to say this before we get to that. City's gonna struggle. Not that of
Carry on
not
and
having a striker. When they get the top 4 teams, you'll see it.
I think we'll see Saturday. We'll see Saturday
Yeah,
what he does. I mean, we saw him last night. I saw them last night. Yes, it was Wickham, but the people that you needed to find form did last night. Kevin De Bruyne,
Mm,
Naeem Sterling,
mm,
Riyad
mm.
Mahrez.
Will,
It
will,
was the players that that were kind of quiet this season,
mm,
and maybe
yeah, yeah.
that was the game last night. They needed to kickstart their season. So interesting. It will be very interesting this Saturday, and I think if he comes out on top on Saturday against Chelsea, then you've got to seriously say that, listen, he means business in coming to chase the league from the back.
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a later stage. But Bram, unfortunately, you now see what you have to say. But so I'm gonna go straight to. I'm gonna go straight to Arsenal
Go
about
for it.
this
Go, Jeff.
Tottenham
Go.
Chelsea
Go.
game. DVD, tell me what you think, bro.
No. Let Bram go. Let Bram go. No. Let him go.
Listen, first off, I was impressed. That type of performance, I thought that it's gone. That we will never play football like that again. We will be a 10th place team. The way we've been playing in the first 4 games. I said all along when we were top after 3 games, our challenging period is still coming. We're gonna be where Arsenal was after the first 3 games. And look, second half we were beaten purely by managerial genius, tactical genius, and then you talk about individual brilliance. Kante, he showed the difference between him and the rest of the midfielders in the Premier League at the moment. Listen, when he came on, he's known as a defensive midfielder. Tuchel, however you pronounce his name, he just showed his hand to Nuno. Kante was playing a CDM role, but in front of our back 4. So he's winning the ball there. You wouldn't normally expect teams to go out like that. And the minute they won the ball there, we were finished. Because if he had played his normal role, I think we would have grown in confidence. They weren't attacking, and they didn't look like they were going to score a goal. We looked like we were going to get a goal. But all he did was he said, listen, Kante, you do your thing that you do. Stop their back 4 from passing the ball forward. And you know what? We were clueless. We had no clue to how to beat him. And I think he individually beat us on his own on Sunday.
It is. I think the Conte change. Sorry, Conte. The Conte change was.
Yeah,
I mean, Divi, I think mainly touched based on it. I mean, it just shows you, man, the caliber of the manager to see, okay, Spurs is dominating in some areas. Bring on one person that completely killed you.
Yeah, but
He killed you guys. He came on and
also
scored the pitching
respect the
goal,
player.
but he
This player is
completely
solid.
changed the game for them.
Look.
You know,
How
and
many teams have forced his hand to change his team? How many teams have forced his hand?
yeah,
And that was, if you ask me,
yeah.
what do I take out the positives out of Sunday's game was the fact that we were able to do that. We changed his hand. The fact that we showed that, listen, we do still have that attacking football about us. But our biggest letdown, unfortunately, is our number 10. Maybe it doesn't. It really just doesn't
Free
want to be
Kane.
there.
Free the man.
Maybe
Free
doesn't
him.
care. But let me tell you something. Come Sunday, if you really want to know, is he done with Spurs? We'll see on Sunday. He loves
No,
scoring.
he's gonna play defensive mid again. Free him. I bet in a couple of years' time he's gonna make a DVD statistics of
I'm
that.
telling you
Ruin
now.
my
I'm
life.
telling you now.
You know what?
He's going to answer his critics, and he's going to finish you off on Sunday. He's going to
Don't
finish you
worry.
off on
I'm sorry.
Sunday.
Firstly, I can't take my eyes off that pussy there behind Lucy, man. That's a cute cat that you got there for performance, man. Now, Bram, I wasn't frowning at you.
That's what Kane's
I wasn't
performance was like
frowning
on
at you.
Sunday.
Secondly, when your
That was
striker
Kane on
drops to
Sunday.
defensive mud, I have nothing to fear. It happened again. It's happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. It's happened again. I'll serenade you more over the weekend, Bram the man. Don't worry, my brother.
Yeah, you're gonna have to answer your phone
guys.
when you lose him, bro.
I'm asking Dale for his number. Don't worry, I'm asking Dale for his number. I'm just waiting for
Guys,
Sunday.
I wanna go straight to this, you know, and
Mm.
can any of you guys guess the team I'm gonna put up here now? Any of you?
It must be the Blues, because they are really looking dangerous.
Informed team for me is Brighton.
Yeah.
True.
There we go.
True, eh?
Well
The
done.
biggest
Well
surprise.
done.
The biggest
Well done.
surprise.
Well done. I mean,
Listen,
this is even this.
This is the biggest surprise ever.
You know what?
You know, you know.
Craig, I think it was. I speak under correction, Craig. I think it was yourself or Marvin or somebody in our WhatsApp group that last season
Yeah.
commented on how well a good footballing team Brighton actually are. They don't deserve to be at the bottom, and that was last season. And you know what? They've actually kicked on from last season. I mean, I used to love watching them last season. Just the way they play. And even this season, if they're playing, I try and make a point to watch them because they really do play very very good football.
Yeah.
Basuma, the center, the guy in the middle,
Yeah,
top
in the
player.
middle, yeah.
No, I want
Just come to
Strong
United.
player.
Just come to
You
United
know,
and solve all our problems. Just come.
the central defenders are and just there's very good footballers at the back. They are very good footballers, not just defenders. I can play. So it's not a shock that it's a shock where they are in the league, but it's not a shock with the performances they're putting on.
100%. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Fourth. That's amazing, guys. I mean, they're really like
It
big
is
shit now.
amazing. It is
I've
amazing.
watched their football, and it's been wow, guys. It's been out of the world, honestly.
Mm.
Not just the way they play, but the unity, man. You know, when you watch a team and you see unity and you see Owens you know, being there for each other on the field, off the field, probably, you know, and the friendship on the field, and that's down to the manager. Something he created, obviously. But I mean, it's similar to the West Ham thing, you know, and it's amazing how our teams now are coming now through, you know, and they've got this, you know, this vibe going, and they're not just sitting back anymore. They're playing footy and we're enjoying it. I mean, yet I think Leicester was a bit unlucky. I think there was 2 goals against Leicester. That first one, that VAR was a bit skeptical. But I mean, they've been really informed so far. You know?
I told you about the jinx of Brendan Rodgers. I think it was
Yeah,
the very
yeah.
first time I was on the show. I
Yes,
said to you
you
about
actually said that.
that third season jinx happened at Liverpool,
Yeah, you said
happened
it.
at
Yeah.
Swansea.
Back.
Is it that third season jinx? Because there's periods in their game where they look lost. You know, they look bored. Like, are we doing the same thing again? Must the ball go to Vardy? You got some of the youngsters are trying their own thing. Harvey Barnes, especially. Is the hype getting to him now? So it's that about Brendan Rodgers that's always going to come under the microscope. That third season curse.
Ram, can I ask you this? Do you think with them losing Fofana is similar to Liverpool? Okay, that's actually stupid. To Liverpool losing Van Dijk, because I
No,
mean
I think it's
Fofana
valid
has been the
point.
best centre back,
It's a valid question.
and I mean
His purpose in the team.
Mm.
Yes, I do think it's definitely impacted them.
because
It's
they
definitely impacted them.
brought in Vestergaard, and Vestergaard, I mean, compared to that, I mean, it's what is the age difference, and it's not the same type of player. I mean, Fofana is a
Yeah.
baller. He's a baller. I
Yeah.
think the next 2-3 years he's going to cost 80-90 million. So I mean, I think that for me was the biggest. And if Leicester gets another midfielder injured and maybe another one up front, they could go down to 8th, 9th. They
Are
could
you
slip.
cursing them?
They could
Are
really
you
slip.
cursing them because you mentioned
No,
English
no.
through the spine?
Look,
No.
guys. Look, obviously the other teams for me it's been Chelsea.
Yeah.
Obviously that's obvious. Chelsea. I'm talking about consistency now.
Yeah.
Chelsea. Liverpool.
Don't forget
a
our
team like
team. Our
Crystal
team has been consistent. No, our team's been consistent as well.
I know it's the race TV, but we'll get there. I feel like a team like Crystal Palace has been very surprising under Vieira. I think they've been very good. And Everton under the
Brentford as
Rafa.
well.
Everton under Rafa. Rafa's unfortunate because he's got key injuries now. His injuries came just when they got momentum. So he's a bit unfortunate. I lost last night as well. But I mean, this Telkom Cup no one really cares about it. So
We
I
do.
think really,
City
We
does.
do. We do
there's a
because we
Liverpool
need
Cup.
trophies.
City does six times in 8 years.
Yeah.
He seriously does go for the trophy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't mess about with it. Because remember, look, it's the first trophy of the season to win. If you exclude the Community Shield, so he ensures that before fingers are pointed at him, I've got one in the cabinet. He ensures
Yeah.
that trophy is firmly placed in the cabinet.
100%. What do you guys think of this man? Talk to me, DVD. Talk to me.
Basuma.
No,
Oh.
man.
Sorry.
Antonio, bro.
Talk to me. I'm gonna give you
Top
5
five.
players.
Top
Talk to me
5
about this guy
standout
first.
players after 5. I
Talk to me
would
about this guy.
say
From being a winger to be converted to a striker, he's really done a lot for West Ham. He's really,
Yeah.
honestly, his pace,
Antonio.
and his strength.
Yeah.
Antonio's really been a
Look,
good.
people are loving Antonio in the fantasy league. They were but upset last week when he was suspended. Do you guys think that if Antonio plays, the result
More.
goes the other way?
Yeah,
You
of
like
course, problem with our defense.
But the defense,
Defense
you
by
might
that.
worry
Yeah.
about. Like Prem said, United just have their way. Here's my guy, Pogba.
Yeah. Look, Luti, take me through this. He's only been assisting us because he's been moved out wide, obviously cutting in as a 10, sorry. But what do you think is gonna happen? You think it's gonna dry up? Because if Sancho gets form, if Martial gets form, if Rashford gets form, what happens to Pogba's assist?
Okay, yes, that's actually a very good question, guys. What's going to happen to Pogba playing on the left when Rashford comes back? Is he going to still keep that formation? Because he loves Rashford. So what's going to happen to Pogba then?
Yeah, that is the main thing now. So
that's why I always have
think
this question:
Pogba-
why? Just hold on. I always have this question: why are we playing the same formation if you know the players are going to come back? Why don't you start introducing a formation to suit? Because Cavani is coming back, and apparently he said you want to play Ronaldo and Cavani together.
That's a good problem to have, in my opinion.
Yeah,
what I'm saying, but then what formation are you going to play for them?
Look, for me,
competition is healthy.
Yeah.
Look, for me, if we play with one CDM, and you play Bruno next to Pogba, United scores 4-5 goals every week. I can guarantee you that. If he's next to Bruno, we see what happens. And Olly doesn't see that. And I think it's one thing.
It's not that he doesn't see that. He's scared to do that. I think he's just scared. Because he thinks he's not going to have that cover for the defense.
Bram destroyed Ollie when they smacked you on Old Trafford last year. Since then, he went all cautious.
True.
Bram, Bram.
No banter, no jokes. Like seriously, we used to play an expansive game, but then when Spurs
Punished us.
punished you, then it became all of a sudden cautious, playing a double pivot and that type of thing. Look, for me personally, it's a good problem to have. Honestly, I'd rather deal with the problem of a Rashford and a Greenwood and a Pogba than having to put up with a Granit Xhaka and a Mohamed El Sideways and all that rubbish. But that's a topic for another day.
Listen, but Arsenal have like I said, banter aside. If you look at them over the past couple of weeks, you've got to give them credit to, firstly, you will always improve if you improve defensively. I think in the right back that Arsenal have signed, he turned us down. We couldn't get the deal over the line to sign him because he was on the radar since the Olympics. He was the guy that agreed to join Spurs. They couldn't agree terms. And then you guys came in and
then you went for Emerson, no?
Then we got Emerson after he turned us down. So I think defensively, Arsenal, they improved. They're looking good. So standout players for me, the keeper. As much as if you're one of the standout players, is that someone that makes an impact, and he's brought in impact since he's taken the number one jersey at Arsenal. I used to love to say that he relegates teams. So far, so good. Two clean sheets. He's played. So, talking about the first 5 game impact players, he's made a big impact at Arsenal. The keeper.
Fair enough. I will hold my hands up high and say, look, I called him a bum, but he's proving me wrong.
Yeah,
as well.
DVD, take me on Mr. Gray. Yeah. What do you think about Mr. Gray?
Look, you know what, Mr. Gray? I've watched Mr. Gray since his time at Leicester, and I always thought this kid has got bags of talent. Why can't he?
He's not consistent. He's not consistent.
You know what I mean? Look, he's not consistent, but
that's his problem.
I like to see him doing
I also like
well.
him actually.
I like what he's just got that X factor, man. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really happy for him. Another winger I'm happy for as well is Leon Bailey. Is another one to watch out for the season.
Mr. Bailey. I love his accent. His accent is just, it's a making accent, but he's really. I think he came on and he got man of the match for like 10 minutes.
2 goals, yeah.
He's amazing. He's amazing. What about Bram? What about
was it the own goal, that one, that corner?
This player. What about Mr. Gallagher, Bram?
At Chelsea. The Chelsea boy at Palace.
Mr.
Chelsea boy, yeah.
Mr. Gallagher at Crystal Palace.
Good talent. Palace is a very dour team, very sour team to watch. There's workman and he stands out. Like he really, really stands out. He's 2 steps ahead of everybody else in his team. In terms of his movement, his passing, his decision making on the ball. So he really is a standout player. Look, there's not many players that you can really say that stood out consistently over the past 5 games. But for me, I think he stood out. He's definitely standing out. The same way CR7 is standing out at United after the first 5 games. But for Palace, I'm talking about in terms of Palace, if you're talking about impact, what he's doing for Crystal Palace it's the same as what Ronaldo's doing for United. Ronaldo left with United 10 foot. What he's done to Palace is that missing link that Palace needed, and he needs to maintain his form for Palace to maintain to do what they are doing. He needs to maintain his form, but he's young and he's going to go through a dip. But I think he's got a good manager base, or an experienced manager. Pierre doesn't have the greatest track record as a manager. That hopefully he continues.
Luti, I kept the best for last, to you, and I think you got a lot to say about this player, huh, Luti?
No, I actually like him. It's a pity he's by Newcastle, but sometimes also for some players they need to be at that lower team to build themselves up again. I'm pretty sure next season this guy could be gone.
I honestly,
I like him. He's very exciting. He really is a workhorse.
I suggest he should go to Liverpool. I think they should sell money and buy this kid. That's what I think. Simple as
They're
that.
not gonna sell money, bro. They like money. They love money. They.
Man.
Arsenal's a team that need players like that. Was that Pepe? Yo, I used to remember how they used to tease us about, Pepe was meant to come to United. He didn't choose United, and he went to you guys, and then he flopped.
He's about as valuable as the Pepe
I'm
jeans.
on the, you know what, Nalut? I will actually agree with you because I'm with Pepe. This is his final year for me. When you come look, I know the price tag isn't your fault, but this is the final year. You have enough time to settle in. I expect you to do the business now, so I will agree with you on that one. Actually, this is it
But
for you.
I think that's why you guys are playing him every weekend. Like every week he's
There
playing.
can be no excuse, my bro.
Starting, yeah. So
You're not gonna.
I think
DV,
you should invest in that.
DV, you won't get the same money. You probably get half price for him now.
Yeah, we won't get the same. We won't get the same. But
He's
there
about
comes
as
a time
valuable
where-
as he's really as valuable as a Pepe Dangri these days. He's off. Seriously.
Oh my word! That coming from a guy with Eric Lamela. Come now, behave.
I'd rather have Lamela than
What's it?
Pepe.
That Wolf winger. What's his name? The Spaniard.
Traore.
Traore. For me, that guy needs to go practice shooting after practice. He needs
Juice
to
up
spend
your
another-
hobby.
Bro, that
Juice
man,
up your man.
he's
Rubbing
shooting.
himself up with baby oil. Let's go. Got his own
shooting skills, that man's shooting skills are horrible.
His shooting is terrible, but you know what? In terms of I would rather have him in my team or in my squad because he's a handful. He's a real handful, and his skills
he's a
will
handful,
come your ways in a game. You have to
He's an
stop.
X Factor player. 100% is X Factor player. Yeah.
I don't know about an X Factor. I mean, he'll definitely do something.
DV,
Who's
give
gonna
me
get relegated?
your bottom. Give me your bottom three.
He would know because he was there. He would know.
This is the question. This is the question. Who will be relegated and why Arsenal?
My man's got jokes. My man's got jokes. We
How does
started
it
from the
feel?
bottom,
How does
but
it
we
feel
get there.
down there?
Don't worry.
How does it feel down there? Like, what's it like?
Man, you know what's nice is to look and see you can only go up. The only way from here is up. So don't worry. It's nice there in the basement. Who's gonna get relegated? Brentford, Norwich.
What?
And
Brentford? No.
yeah. This squad don't have the longevity, and look at the fixtures at a later stage. They play a lot of big teams at a later stage. Brentford, Norwich, and Watford.
Okay. Yours, Aluti?
That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going
I'm
with.
gonna go with Burnley. Burnley needs to go down a bit.
No.
Explain why I'm saying Burnley. That owners are not helping the coach, bruh.
Just Stone Cold.
Bruh, that coach has been keeping the same squad. I don't even think they got players for free even. So they didn't even get. I don't know what's happening there. I feel bad for that man. So it's definitely Burnley needs to go down. They need a break from the Premiership. Norwich, shame. I feel bad for them. They fought to be back in the top flight, but
they don't care. This is how they work. They come back, they get the money, they go back down again.
It's sad. It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's tough. I don't think Brentford is gonna be there.
Who's your third team?
Sure, it's tough, guys. It could be Southampton. It could be Leeds. Well, the Leeds is, I don't know what's happening with them. Unless they fire their coach and get someone that can speak English and the players will, players will change up and then things will be better because as much as they're playing attacking football all the time, I love it, but you leaking at the back. Oh, you can't play like that, bro. That won't work. I'm sorry. So Leeds has a high possibility of staying down there, bro. Unless things change, but yeah. That I'll say
Ram?
that.
Ram, your bottom three?
I'm going with Norwich. I'm going with Burnley. And I am torn between Wolves and Watford.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, it's all good and well playing the football Wolves plays, but if you're not winning games, you're not winning games.
I can hear that. I can hear that.
You understand? It's all good and well. But if you're going to find yourself at the bottom, in amongst the bottom 3 or 4, if you can't win games playing the football that you're playing at the moment, how are you going to win games when you're not playing that type of football?
Exactly.
So for me, it's scary. We don't want Wolves to go down. Again, they excite us. But if you look at the games played, 5-1, one game lost 4. They don't even draw games.
Exactly.
You see,
True.
it's dangerous. It's dangerous territory.
Mm.
Leeds, Newcastle, Burnley, and Norwich have not won a game this season.
Yeah.
True.
Look,
I agree with that.
Newcastle's brand of football has changed. It's like honestly have changed. They are really
They're
are
not
trying
scared.
to.
They're not
Yeah, they
scared,
are
they're not
really
scared to play.
attacking,
They're not
and
scared, man.
I think they're gonna get it right. I honestly think Newcastle's gonna get it right. They're gonna turn it around, and they're gonna start winning games like they did last year into the season. Sorry, this year into the season. They did win a lot of games, and they just need to find that form.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
True.
100%. I honestly, my three would be first, obviously Norwich. Second will be Watford. They will go back to where they came from. And then my third team, well, it's actually tough, you know. I'm hoping it's Burnley. I think they do need a break as well. So I'm hoping it's Burnley. I mean, like, geez, what is Burnley doing here, man? Like, you know, like they just been
Sorry,
riding the wave, you know.
sorry, man. I was actually busy looking at the highlights here of the games. I can't believe Origi is still at Liverpool. How is he still there?
Yeah, no, I don't understand.
What's
Ram,
with him?
Right now,
Ram,
they might need
take
to
me
go.
through this. Ram, take me through this. I'm gonna give it to you and DVD. I'm gonna first go to the derby. Give me a couple of predictions there and tell me why. Why you think we'll win? Why will be a draw? And why we will lose?
DVD, you go
Bram, you
first.
can go first. You can go
You want
first,
me to
Bram.
go? Listen, I like I said, our first half performance on Sunday, that over 90 minutes is good enough to beat Arsenal at the moment. I do believe that this is the game that will make or break Harry Kane's relationship with Spurs, with the fans. Whatever, if he wants to go down, go out in in the last derby, because I think by the time January he'll be sold. By the time the next derby comes, he'll be gone. So this will be it. So I do think that we're going to see the best of Harry Kane on Sunday, and I think him at his best means we'll win. But we've gone there before, like Dave said earlier. Form goes out the window. We went there 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. We were second on the log and we lost 4-2 at the Emirates. You know, but I do think that I think we're going to win. I'm going with a 2-1 win on Sunday, and I believe Kane will score both.
Okay. Wow.
Hey,
Bram,
tell Bram
DVD,
never
sorry,
to
sorry,
drink.
Bram, while we're on this topic, tell me quickly, why doesn't Nuno just do what Jose did last season, where he did play Kane as a 10 and Son was a striker? I mean, it was the best partnership. Kane scored more goals and he assisted more. Why doesn't he just do that again?
It's two different coaches, two different mentalities. So again, people say you got to give him time to get his strategies and his formation and his brand of football through to the players. Yes, we can say, why doesn't he revert back to what Jose did last season, etc. It's different players. It's just different. Also, you can't ignore the fact that he wanted to leave. He didn't want to be here. So no matter what you're going to do, Spurs have to play him because we demanded he stays. He's not right for the team at the moment. It's not right playing him. He's just not good for the team dynamics at the moment. But I think with this derby, Sunday, it's the game. It's the game.
Can I go now? Can I go,
DVD,
please?
You can
your
go.
chance.
Bram,
Take it away.
don't stop drinking midweek, my man. I don't know, just whatever you're drinking, I respect you and I respect your opinion. There's no way these bottlers are gonna win. There's no way. They haven't won at the Emirates in how many years? Last time they won at the Emirates, Unita Bull had hair. So please, Lucas Moura's they are going to get something wrong as always. They are serial bottom. I don't know what this man is talking about. Harry Kane. There's a comment there. Someone Kane is playing, acting like a call center agent who got paid shit. And he's playing in defensive mid. How? They are bottlers. Their water always breaks in the pressure cooker when it comes.
You haven't drank
As
water
shit
in the
as we've
Champions
been-
League for so many years. You haven't tasted Champions League water for so many
Don't worry,
years.
you're playing UEFA Conference League. Don't speak about stuff that you're not even in. You're playing in a Conference League. You playing in Jalon, Sabro, wherever. That's a league.
The only time you play in Europe is
Don't
when
worry.
you're Swansea.
Don't worry. I'm telling you now,
only
we're gonna
time
win
you
them
play in
2-0.
Europe
I'm not
is
even
when
giving
you
them
play
a
in
goal.
Swansea.
The crowd's gonna get us up. I'm not even giving them a goal. Hey, polish them off any day of the week.
You are very confident, bro. You are very
You playing
confident.
that Conference League with the farmers and stuff, with the
He's
players
very
don't even have
confident.
numbers and names on the book.
The only time
It's
Arsenal
only
play in
Tottenham,
Europe
man.
is when they play
That's
Swansea.
only Tottenham. They'll
Swansea.
always be shit. They'll always be shit. Tottenham Hotspur. They'll always be shit.
Okay.
Clip it. Any one of you in the comments. Clip
Okay.
this. Send it to me. My WhatsApp number is 082-6207-365. You can clip this. Send it to me on Sunday evening. I can promise you we're winning them. Easy
Okay.
meat. Hulle
Honestly-
nooit vir my bannelas hulle my gewen. Banne. Let me alone. No way. No way.
Dave, do you play? Dave,
I
do your
want
players
them.
still have passports?
You.
Don't worry about that. I'm winning you. You know what? Let me put you the nature of the Tottenham. Last year, Eric Lamela scores a beautiful Rabona goal, only to get sent off, only to lose the game. Tottenham mentality, like Giorgio Chiellini said, it is the nature of the Tottenham. That's rubbish, man.
Next one.
Lucy, I'm gonna give you. What do you say about this one this weekend? You think we still got it in us?
I'll say 2-0. A 2-0 win. 2-0 win. Clean sheet.
2-0.
Clean
Wait,
sheet,
by the
2-0.
way, Bram and Davey, what was your prediction, by the way, for the Arsenal game?
Obviously, Arsenal to win, and Bram went
No, I mean,
Tottenham
score
going.
prediction. Score prediction. Score prediction.
I said 2-1. 2-1.
Okay.
2-2.
Is that Bruce Bramwell to the Spurs?
Dave, are you saying we won't score a goal against you?
No, you won't. Your striker's playing defensive mud. He doesn't want to be there. You must free him. How are you going to score? What the ball into the box like a wishing Salah foundation? No, brother. I'll take it to me. I've got the Colossus Gabriel at the back. My warrior. Get in there.
Arsenal, the one who's leaking goals so much. Now you want to say
Don't worry.
Colossal.
Gabriel's back. Gabriel's back, baby.
Okay.
Listen, Adam Ramsdale, he hasn't had his calamity for the season.
No.
Sunday.
Your goalkeepers, Hugo, your Reed, you want to talk to me about calamity? No ways, baby. No. I'm just going to number after this. That's all love, man. It's all love.
I
Listen,
think
it's the only derby that matters in the Premier League, Dave. It's the only derby that matters in
For
the
me,
Premier League.
that's everything, my brother. It's everything, my bro.
I think Arsenal wins this one by 2-1. That is my prediction. And as they turn around, I think they're gonna consistently win games now. I think the
You know what, Craig? Just for that prediction of yours, prediction of yours, I won't be surprised if Gunnar Solskjaer plays Phil Jones and Martial and starts them against Aston Villa just to shut you up.
They're playing tonight. They're playing tonight.
United is gonna at home again, full stadium, Ronaldo buzzing. I think we winning those guys 4-5. No, I'm sorry. They have big issues. I think they're not the same team as last season. So I think we're really gonna give them a hiding. Bram, This is the big one.
A draw.
Obviously, with
A draw.
Did you guys see what time is both United and Villa's games? Did you guys check that?
Yes, early games. Same time as this one. Horrible.
Yeah,
I
same
don't know,
time.
who makes these fixtures.
I'm going for
A draw.
No, I'm actually going for
A draw.
City to win.
I
I'm
want
going
a
for City
draw.
to win.
Can I
I'm
say
going for
why?
City to win the game.
Can I say why a draw? So they stay under us, bro. If we win, we're getting that gap. We need the gap. We need the gap, so we can't
that's
let
how
them
you must
beat each
go.
other. We need draws, bro.
Yeah,
we need them to draw.
You need them to draw against each other because they're stopping
Yes,
points.
that's all I want.
But
No,
I
true.
can
Look,
see.
I'm going.
Listen, as attacking and as dominating a Chelsea are, he is. It'd be nice to see how he lines up against him. Like I said, the Kevin De Bruyne the last night is a Kevin De Bruyne is ready now. He's ready for the season. That's gonna be interesting. But I'm going for City to win away from home.
I'm going to tell you now, Chelsea. That coach.
I'm also going for Chelsea.
He has Pep's number. He's been beating.
He has
Pep.
a number. Yeah.
He does.
He's been beating
He
Pep
does.
a
I
lot.
want
bro.
Chelsea.
So I'm going
Yeah,
with him.
I agree. I
And
agree with
I'm
you.
sure-
I think.
and to be honest, I'm sure Lukaku's gonna want to punish City as well. So, and I like Lukaku,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's gonna score.
City hasn't had the fundamentals at the back at the moment. They've been switching and turning here. They're the back's defensive. The Diaz is playing with IK, then he's playing with and that is the main issue now. That is why they're leaking goals. And Chelsea is just so balanced. They've got it all. They just, I don't know, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Chelsea
No,
is just.
bruh.
Craig,
they're
how
just a
would
wild
you
working
say?
Don't
Craig,
be
how would you
jealous.
say City's leaking goals and they've conceded 8 goals this season?
Yeah, I mean, like not leaking. I mean, like there's goals coming. There's goals coming. They compare to last season where these games they look a bit more. They look a bit more.
8 goals.
So what?
They
What?
only conceded 1 goal this season. Are
Really?
you saying they're conceding goals? They conceded.
They only
8
consider
goals.
one goal, bro.
They have a solid
So what are you
defense.
talking about their defense? They conceded 8 goals.
No, they
Okay,
only
let's
expect-
put it this way. Let's put it this way. Let's
Chelsea
put it this way.
conceded more goals than City.
That Corona the man is drinking, my brother.
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. The defense they have at the moment is different the whole time. Like
But
it's
they're
not
not
consistent like it was
conceding
last season.
Chris,
I think I had too many.
That Corona, my bro, yaar.
Yeah, guys. One more before we go. DV, do you think Brentford can upset Arsenal? Can upset the Liverpool the way they upset Arsenal? Think it's possible?
No.
Yes.
3-0
It's
Liverpool.
possible.
3-0
It's
Liverpool. Ivan
3-0
Van Dijk
Liverpool.
must eat Ivan Toney alive.
But it's
3-0
possible.
Liverpool.
It's possible.
No, you know why I'm saying that, Nabrem. You know why I'm
Yeah.
saying that.
Even a draw is possible.
Nah, man, I think Liverpool have just got too much in them. They're steamrolling ahead now.
They got too much, man. They're powerful, man.
You think so? I think Liverpool.
Yeah,
I think Liverpool.
I don't see it yet.
I won't be surprised. Liverpool draw this weekend. Honestly, I won't be surprised.
Now, did you
Anyway.
guys? It's just Olly. I know we're almost done. Our time's up. But did you actually see the starting lineup? The formation he's playing.
No, I haven't had a look.
He's playing a 4-3-3. Now,
Okay,
for the life
interesting.
of me, explain why does he never play this when he
For
has
the life of me.
Bruno and Pogba together and plays one defensive midfielder. He's playing Mata and Van de Beek together.
Maybe it's his test tonight. Maybe it's who's playing up front.
Oh, missed. You know, I pray Martial. Maybe this is his game.
Yeah,
He's gonna be-
look at his reflections, bro.
Martial, bro. Oh,
Oh, you need a
no.
ball of positivity tonight, eh, Lucy?
Listen. The funniest thing was Spurs offered Marshall 20 million. I think it was he at Monaco where you guys signed him for 20 million, and then United offered 50 million, and he went there. Why did
That's
you guys offer
ridiculous.
50 million? Eh? That is ridiculous.
Because we
50
United,
million.
we like to spend money. We just like
Like
You
players
saying,
of
you
the
the
you know, we
guys
odd.
buy
that
all the
guys that
merchandise.
you'll see a Taz. The Taz costs 15,000, but you will offer 35.
Resale value.
Anyway, guys, time is up. There's some
Great
footy
show.
tonight. Obviously, we're ready. You know, so thank you all for joining tonight, and for all of you guys, the four of you. You know, episode of Dale. I'm sure you'll watch the show later or tomorrow. But it's always awesome to have all of you guys. I'm glad we can consistently do this, you know, and we are growing. Like I said, we start small, we are growing. And,
Tell him to
you
hide
know,
his head away there.
DVD. Sorry?
Tell
What
him
you
to
say?
hide his head away there.
You look near the corner, no?
Yeah.
That's brilliant vision. Yeah.
DVD, I say thank you to you. You know your energy and your just your knowledge and the way you are. You know, it's. I'm happy I met you. I'm happy that you know you can share your thoughts and your knowledge of the game. And you know, I mean, for Arsenal supporter, I've never met someone that's so real. You know, when it comes to Arsenal. You know, so I'm happy to have you on the show. Bramwell, always thank you to you and Luti. Yeah, guys, give me your last words before we go.
I can't believe I have to watch Ollie skip play tonight.
Oh.
I just can't believe it. I don't know. I give up.
You guys are making me scared to check my lineup, you.
Kane's playing. So Harry Kane is playing. He's starting. So yeah, look, we got Dele Alli, Brian Gill, and Lo Celso in midfield, Dombele and Skip. And that's where it ends. When you said Skip, then yeah, I think I'll watch a movie or something. That guy's shocking.
He clearly likes him, but he's playing him every game.
Yeah.
Luti, your last words.
I'm excited for the weekend, guys. I hope we get our 3. Okay, no, we will get our 3 points. As much as I like to see City losing, I want him to draw so we can maintain our gap. The Arsenal Tottenham game. Look, I hope for an upset, but yeah.
So what's the upset, Arsenal?
What's the upset? What's the upset? What's the upset?
I hope Tottenham can wake up, but yeah, I'm leaning the way of Arsenal in this one because of history.
Guys, if you look at the weather outside, the sky was pink. It means the hurricane is coming. And he will land on Sunday. The hurricane is
I'm flipping that. Yeah, I'm
on
flipping that one.
Listen, that's the biggest game for us. That's the biggest game for us.
DVD, take us home. Take us home, DVD. Take us home.
Look, all I can say is love, guys. Man, I really appreciate it that you guys asked me to come on here. I feel honored, actually. I enjoy, actually. Look, I give a bit of banter, but one thing I must say, the talk is real. That's why I enjoy it. So I love what you guys are doing. Keep doing it. Everyone in the comments, big up to you guys. Slap a like on the video and, of course, subscribe to the thing. Congrats on reaching 50. Now we need to get to 100. But yeah, I appreciate you guys asking me anytime you guys need me to come on. I'm always able, capable, and available for you guys. So love for the love, man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks. And don't forget
the competition. Don't forget the competition.
Yeah.
Salah competition.
I chose wrong. I'm so upset.
Salah's not going. I need KDB now to come through for me.
Ronaldo's going. My clean sheet is out.
Now my clean sheet is so college.
Trent being on the bench Saturday, I was like not happy with that. Because I Trent for assists, I've got Mendy for as the keeper and Lukaku up front. So I've had a nightmare start to the competition.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, man. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, guys.
All the viewers. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like the pod, share the pod, and subscribe to the pod. See you guys next week. Cheers.
See you next week.
Nice.
Shot, my brother, man.